Babes, sorry for putting this pain on you, but this is the video that we are shooting,
And I had to ask him that please keep the hair at least
So-
for the video's sake, and I will apologize to
You see,
Jane.
alright, welcome back, guys. You are with me, Daddy Jermaine.
Oh my
and,
God!
yeah.
But this topic is just gonna come here. Okay, I'm not really.
So yeah, we're recording, we're rolling.
Okay. Guess what?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about. It's just like a surprise.
We all don't know what we're talking about today, So yeah, sorry guys, but this is just gonna be some random stuff.
If it's too shocking, I'll tell you guys that this is shocking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway, where do we start from?
I'm waiting.
You're waiting for me. So do I have to be the one who starts? Anyway, the thing is, I was with a friend of mine the other day, and actually I was at my barber shop. Okay. So we started talking about who is supposed to get what kind of hairstyle or something like that.
Oh, that brings us to our topic, right? At this hairstyle, right? For the first time.
For the first time in my life, I've never done this before. This is
I was
Yeah.
super shocked, and the wife was super shocked. I'm still shocked.
babes. Sorry for putting this pain on you, but this is the video that we are shooting.
And I had to ask him that please keep the hair at least
So-
for the video's sake, and I will apologize to
You see,
Jane.
sometimes my wife doesn't understand me, but now I believe, I'm apologizing in front of everybody, in front of the whole world. Sorry, so sorry. She made me do it. She made me do it. But yeah, it was for the sake of
For
this,
this purpose.
for this video. So anyway, now we started talking about it, so that was a past actually, right? And then the topic came. He said, hey, I don't understand these pastors of today. They're just cutting the sides and they're leaving their hair on top and whatever. It's like, what kind of a pastor is that? What kind of example is he giving to the people? I was like, dude, this is just a hairstyle. He's like, no, the Bible says, don't do this. And I'm like, this topic. So I don't know, I just want to hear from her as well. You see, my take about this thing is I'm living under the grace, okay? I'm not under the law. But for you to understand the grace, you need to understand the law. You see, I think the book of Romans 7 says, who will deliver me from this body of death? Because, in the area of that same chapter, it talks about the good that I want to do, I do not do, but the bad that I don't want to do is what I do. So most of the times our flesh is pushing us to do the wrong things, and our spirit is willing to do the right things, but most of the times we don't do it. You see, that's why most of the times we end up sinning. But and then there is also a part where it says, without the law I couldn't have known what sin was. So it's because of the sin that I knew that, okay, murder is sin, because the Bible says do not murder, right? That's the law. So now, to connect the law and the grace that we're living in, usually most of the people, we are really twisting it around, because for me, I don't find it wrong to plait my hair like this as a man, right? And there's a topic of women wearing trousers. For me, I don't take it wrong, but I'll tell you when somebody is dressed wrongly, say, oh no, that's wrong, But I just want to hear from her first, how do you look at this whole topic? Because it's a huge topic that needs to be addressed, By the way, my wife doesn't prefer me having this, okay? But does it mean that by plaiting my hair, I've sinned?
You're going to hell.
I'm going to hell because I plaited my hair. You see, that I don't understand. So, yeah. What's your take on this?
I don't want to go deep or biblical about
Yeah.
really the hairstyles and all that. And what I can say is, I think even there is no difference with braiding or whatever hairstyle that a man can do. To my perspective, right? There is no difference with flying hair because others do fly the hair, others do, the recent haircuts. To me, there's no difference. It's just the motive behind the haircuts. And above all, it is your heart that matters to God. That's how far I can go. That's how far I can go. I'm not here to judge.
Yeah.
It is the motive behind your haircut, your hairstyle.
So I think it's
But what matters to God is your heart, your relationship with God. You might have body hair, no what, no weeds or whatever, and then your heart is far away from God. What's the point?
What's the point? You see, so I think this is just a topic that we just grow it out of proportion, but it's not really a topic that we can really be discussing and arguing about, like, who is supposed to do what kind of hairstyle, it's just, I don't find it funny anyway, I won't be sitting here judging a pastor because the pastor has braided the hair, because the pastor has got like dreadlocks. He is not worshiping Rastafarians. He's just a pastor, because he loves his hair and he want to do anything with his hair. But how is your heart?
Exactly.
How is your heart?
Exactly the point. What is your relationship with God? It's not about what you can paint. You can paint yourself all you want.
Yeah.
You can do your hairstyles all you want. But what is your relationship with God Himself?
I think like, if we have to go biblical about this, Paul said, whether circumcision or not, it does not matter. But what matters is the circumcision of your heart. So, the circumcision that we know, it's about the outward appearance, like, the circumcision that we know, the cutting of the foreskin. But then, what about your heart? How is your heart? Is your heart circumcised? So I think this is not a topic that we can be talking anymore. So anyway, I think this is a closed chapter.
Yeah, so Paul is not going to help because of the hairstyle. Right? So
I'm going to help. Hell no.
After all, even if he preaches with the hairstyle, it is the word that you're going to get from the teacher. He is a teacher. So it is the word of God that he is teaching that you're going to get, learn from him, not the hairstyle.
Not the hairstyle.
As he said, not as he does.
No, but you see, it's still more. Like, my heart, I know, as long as I know my heart is right and whatever I'm saying is truth, the hairstyle is not going to matter.
Yeah, exactly.
What if I start telling you that whatever dressing that you're dressing, like, it doesn't matter whether it's a jacket or whatever, but that jacket is from the pit of hell and you're going to hair for it. What are you going to say?
So it means basically everything is from hell. The phones, the hair, the clothes.
In fact, the camera that we're shooting on, it's also made by an atheist. That camera is going to hell. I'm not supposed to be shooting on it, and you are not supposed to be listening from me from the phone or the TV or the computer that you're using, because that computer was made by somebody who is. Come on, guys. We can't be having this topic.
So, guys, you just don't judge.
Don't judge. As simple as that. Don't
Don't
judge.
judge.
Don't judge.
Because you also will be judged.
Exactly.
They always say when you point a finger at somebody, yes? How many fingers
Look
are
at the fingers that are pointing at you.
So you have to check inside you. If you judge, if you are a judge, you judge anything, basically anything, then you must know that you are the problem.